Good afternoon. I am Professor Pandarkar Babasaheb Raghunath, Assistant Professor in Savitribai College of Arts, Pimpalgaon, Pisa, Ahmednagar. I welcome all of you in the online refresher course, 2 weeks FDP on emerging best practices in higher education, organized by Srimati Radha Devi Goenka College for Women in collaboration with Guru Angad Dev Teaching and Learning Center. The topic of my video is 4 points of leadership. I present this topic in 4 different types of leadership style. Before coming the detailed discussion, I would like to introduce about the leadership. The total pattern of leaders action as pursued by their employees is leadership style. Represents leader philosophy, skill and attitude in practice. Necessary to study different leadership style depending upon the situation and nature of the followers involved. I came to the point of positive and negative leaders. Different ways in which leader approach people to motivate them if it emphasizes rewards. This is the positive leadership. If the approach emphasizes penalties, the leader is applying negative leadership. Negative leaders should be called bosses rather than leaders. There are 4 different types of leadership. First one is autocratic leadership. This type leader centralize power and decision making in himself, gives order, assign tasks and duties without consulting the employees. Negative based on threats and punishment, close supervision and commanding order of the supervisor, of the superior. It facilitates quick decision, promote action and unity of direction. Autocratic leadership may be delivered into 3 classes. First, the hard-boiled autocrat who relies mainly on negative influence, uses the force of fear and punishment in directing his subordinates. Second, the benevolent autocrat who relies mainly on positive influences, uses the reward and incentive in directing his subordinates towards organizational goals. Third, the manipulative autocrat who makes the employees feel that they are participating in decision making through the manager himself has taken the decision. The second type of leadership is democratic leadership. Democratic leaders decentralize authority, centralized by consultation with the subordinates and their participation in the formulation of plans and policies. Leaders the subordinates mainly through the persuasion rather than fear and force. Sometimes leaders serves as a moderator of the ideas and suggestions from this group. Advantages of democratic leadership are higher motivation and improved morale, increased cooperation with the management, improved job performance, reduction of grievance and reduction of absenteeism and employee turnover. Third types of leadership, third kinds of leadership is the laissez-faire leadership. Avoids power and responsibility. This type of leader passes on the responsibility for decision making to his subordinates. Gives no direction and work out its own problem, plays only a major role. His idea is that every member will put forth his best efforts and maximum results can be achieved in this way. This type leader acts as an umpire, no control or direction his exercise. And the fourth kind of leadership is paternalistic leadership. Under this management style, the leaders function in fatherly or paternal. Here, the relationship between the leader and his group is same as the relationship between head of the family and members of the family. The leader guides and protects his subordinates as a member of his family. Paternalistic leaders provides good working condition and fringe benefits. This leadership style was admirably successful in Japan with her peculiar social background. It is also widely prevalent in small farms in India. To conclude my discussion, this approach is unlikely to work with mature adult employees. Many of them do not like their interests to be looked after by a godfather. Instead of gratitude, it might generate antagonism and resentment in the subordinates. With this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you. This